Let us remember that today is not one of collaboration and peace. Today is a day that celebrates the genocide of indigenous Americans of North, Central, and South America. Remember the Pequot massacre and the many that followed thereafter. No pride in genocide.
It should be no surprise that I don't celebrate commercial holidays, but if by chance you're celebrating this day to say, well, our ancestors celebrated this day as a day of rest and also us being together. No, they didn't. They spent it in fear of being sold because the new year was near. They also were strategizing to escape. And who helped them escape a lot was indigenous people, because you networked and built those relationships. It was never those people. We were all the same. Also, your textbook is not going to tell you this, because Ghislaine Maxwell, you know, the Epstein lady, her father owns McGraw-Hill, meaning they control the history. Who controls the pen controls the knowledge when you don't look for it. So whatever you think you know, you don't know. This is no different than someone celebrating the sale of black slaves. Like if there was a Black Sale Day slave holiday, there would be an uproar. That is how you should see Thanksgiving. This should not even be something I have to explain. But here it is, I do. Because I've had people come for my neck about, oh my goodness, they celebrated this because, no. Slaves were literally leaving plantations in the thousands and escaping and losing their lives. And you don't know that. Why? Because they control the pen. Do not ever think somebody just laid down and celebrated a holiday that they were forced to. That was not our traditions.
Thanksgiving originally celebrated the 1637 massacre of the Pequot tribe. English and Dutch pilgrims surrounded and shot the Pequot natives. Women and children who huddled inside the longhouse were burnt alive. The rotting flesh could be smelled a mile away. John Winthrop, the governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony, declared a day of Thanksgiving after the slaughter. The remaining women and children were sold into slavery while the rest were murdered. Following a successful raid against the Pequot, the churches announced a second day of Thanksgiving to celebrate victory over the Indian savages. Next Thanksgiving, when you gather with your loved ones to thank God for all your blessings, think about the thousands of natives that were murdered on these national holidays.